are smarter than you think. Because, honestly, being honest, we all have something we're good at. Whether you realize it or you don't. Growing up, we always had dreams and goals and things we were naturally inclined to do. Whether it may be music, drawing, or whatever it may be, regardless of what it is. You always have a certain curiosity for something. And even so, it's like there is now so much time available just to be able to do it and just grow because it's like, honestly, we are all smarter than we think. And a lot of it just comes from holding ourselves back for whatever reason it may be, for whatever reason we were told, for whatever belief we have that just says we can't do it, you can't do it, I can't do it, this isn't meant for me. And in reality, it's just a thought. You can easily change that thought into I can do it and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it regardless, and I'm gonna grow and prosper. And being honest, it's just a sort of mentality you have to have. It's a whole mindset shift, whereas one side of the coin is I don't believe in myself. I don't trust myself to do whatever I say. I don't have no sort of integrity. If I put my mind to something, I don't do it. I'm fearful. I'm fearful of failure. I'm scared of failing. And that's okay. You may feel that. That doesn't mean you can't change it. You can easily change it. Because on the other side of the coin is you have self-trust, you have confidence, you have the ability to do it just regardless of what people say about you. And even so, that even plays a factor into why you might not even believe you can do it or believe that you're smart. Because think about it, if people tell you things and you don't know yourself in a way as you don't have no sort of foundation, you're gonna believe them. And the idea is like, if I don't know myself, whatever anyone says is just as good. And in that way, it's kind of flawed. It's flawed to think that way because they are not with you 24/7. They're not with you all the time. Guess who is? It's you. You're always with yourself. You go to sleep, you're with yourself. You pass away, you're with yourself. You were there until your dying breaths. You were there when you were first born. So who else to trust? You. Trust yourself, And it may take time to develop a sort of confidence to be able to set out goals and achieve them. Because of course it's uncomfortable at first. It's uncomfortable. You're setting yourself outside of what you're comfortable in. You're expanding your own comfortability, your own comfort zone. So of course it's gonna be awkward. It's gonna feel weird. That comes with it, and that's okay. That just means you're growing. So embrace it. And like failure, if you fail or even succeed, it doesn't really matter. Because it's the simple fact you're doing, the simple fact you're going for it. Because I don't want to glorify failure, because it just is. The same thing with success, it just is. The result is not dependent on, you can't really control the result at times, but what you can control is what you are doing. And again, it's like, you're smarter than you think. And I have to keep repeating that. I have to keep repeating that as much as I have to. Because some people, and it may be you, it may not be you, whoever it resonates with, you may have such a low self-image, and it's like, any way I can show you that there's a different side, I hope you can see it, because that image of yourself where it's low, or in a way you don't believe in yourself, that's just a thought, that's just a belief. And again, you can change it. Whatever the circumstance, you can change it. You can see people always change their life. Whatever age they are, you see them change their life because they have a clear objective. They know their fears, they know what motivates them. And guess who has to ask those questions? You have to ask those questions to yourself. I can't tell you the answers. That's on you. What motivates you? That's on you. What scares you? What holds you back? That's on you. And what do you do with those answers? Again, that's on you. Do you decide to move forward and confront and change? Or do you decide to hide away and just run, tuck your toe and go? That's on you. It's your own decision, your own life. But what I will say is, you do have the ability to change and grow and show your full potential. Show your full potential, you know? Because potential is really just, you know, what you can achieve. That's really what it is. It's what you can do or what you can accomplish. And at a certain point, you just kind of want to max it out. At a certain point, you just kind of want to leave it so there's like no potential left. You accomplished everything there was, anything you set your mind to, everything. And, you know, again, be self-aware. Be self-aware. Ask yourself the hard questions. And the truth may be scary. The truth may be scary for the simple fact it may be something you're running away from, you know? But in order to move on and progress, you have to face those. You have to face those, the good and the bad of yourself. The things you say, I like that about me, or I don't like it, but I can work on it. And I'm not talking about looks, nothing like that, nothing physical. I'm talking all about mentality and the way you think, and the way you think about yourself. Because even so, it's like, at the same time, you know, I'm thinking about the people around you, because they play a key role in it too. They play a role in your life too. Because although I want to say everything is on you, people around you can help you too. They can either help you or they're in the way. You know, they help you on the way or they're in the way. That's on them to decide. And if you want to get, and it may be hard sometimes because you may be close, you have to separate yourself from them, whether it's an environment, a person, and find the right people for you. Find the people who are truly aligned with that, with, you know, just, it may not be the same goals, it may not be the same dreams, but it's in the mindset where it's like you both just constantly help each other grow and improve, push each other past your limits, you know. And, you know, as far as, you know, just having goals, having dreams, you know what it is. You know what it is. Again, every single question is on you. You know what it is you like. And if not, explore. Because that's just meaning, you know, if you don't know what it is you like, you haven't seen enough yet. You haven't seen enough to find out what it is you like, you don't like. You just need more experience, being frank about it, you know, being honest about it. Because here's an example, look, and I say this so often, I am a naturally introverted person. I keep to myself. I can just be by myself, be chilling. That's not to say I don't got friends, or I can't socialize, because I can. I can, you know, but it's like, it's the idea that I never saw myself making YouTube videos. I never saw myself as being able to just speak in front of a camera, speaking to whoever hears this, to you. I never expected that. But guess what? I was just testing things out, just experiencing life. So it led me here. It led me to other passions I have. And my own vision and view of the world just expanded. Because you have to be vulnerable too. You have to be vulnerable. Vulnerable meaning you're open to it. You know, because if you're just closed off and don't want to see things from a different view or for what it is, you know, you're not gonna truly experience it. You're not gonna truly just acknowledge what it is for what it's worth. But again, you know the answer. You know the answer to what it is. You know how smart you are. Time and time again, you proved it. You proved it. And you may not realize it. You may not. But you are smart. You are a smart individual. Because, look, in whatever ways you have to share your creativity, your own intelligence, your own thoughts, because it's there, and it could obviously be improved on. It could obviously always be refined and just shaped, because even now for myself, I'm still growing. I'm still creating me. And that's the thing. It's like, you know, even if you don't think you're smart, even if you think you're not the brightest bulb in the shed, or however that saying goes, you can create that. You can create growth and opportunities, because there's this concept I like. It's called, it's the idea that we are always creating ourselves. We are always creating ourselves, So with that being said, every new day, every new experience, every new morning, night, everything that happens in that time is new, is creating us, and we are acting based upon it, and we are creating circumstances and beliefs and ideas of how we see that day. So first you may want to write down what it is, what is it that you want. But of course, at first it comes with self-awareness, asking yourself the right questions. And once you have it, decide what it is you want. Decide what it is you want to do, as action is the most important thing. It's, of course, creating a plan and figuring out what it is, that comes with it too. But actually doing, because how are you going to experience it if you never do something? You never do something about the circumstance you're in. Are you just content with that? Are you okay with that? Are you okay with where you are right now? Just being honest. And you know the answer to that. I'm not going to answer it for you, because I don't know. And if the answer is you're not okay with where you're at right now, that just means there's something out there for you to express your own intelligence and creativity in it. Decide for yourself what you want to do with that information, because knowledge is out there. It's all out there. Even now with phones, there's so much out there for us just to learn and grow and just try things out. We got the internet now. That makes everything so easy. That makes everything a lot simpler than back in the day where they had to do it. They had to figure out the hard way. Even now, it's like, it really helps. And, a lot of times too, it's like, you know what you want to do, right? Let's say, you know what you want to do. You know the goals and habits and things you want to create, but you're constantly distracted. Recognize those distractions. Recognize it. See it for what it is, and cut it. Because how does it help? How does it help? Because you have to be straight and remember what's important to you. So you can just be honest about it. You're on your phone, it's like, this doesn't help me, or it does help me, and it's for an intention, not a reason. But then it wouldn't really be a distraction. A distraction is just to get your mind away from your own goals and your own dreams and passions, and you see it for what it is. Distraction. That's what it is. That's the simplest way to put it. But again, a thing I noticed is just increasing your own intelligence, if you want to say, or showing because a truly wise person is just someone who is just open to being wrong, So you gotta be a good student. In that aspect, you have to be a good student. Be willing to make mistakes. Be willing to be wrong in order to be right next. Or be willing to see if there's a better way to do things. Don't get so stuck in a one-track mindset, because imagine it's like a game of chess and you have a plan set out for 10 moves, but then you see an opportunity that makes it 7. Are you not going to take that route that takes 7, or are you going to stick to the one that takes 10? It's just being open and aware and honest that there's better ways to do things, you know? And it's always just finding the right questions to ask with yourself or even people, you know? And in a way, it's just getting the most bang for your buck, the most value of your time, because we only have so much time. We only have now, realistically. We only have now. The past, we can't change it. The future is unpredictable. We only have now to set up things for the future, if future comes. And even so, you want to live now to the fullest. Experience it to the fullest. Don't just numb yourself or hide yourself away or hold yourself back in a belief that that is what's right, because that isn't. It isn't right holding yourself back, you know, not showing yourself for who you are or who you are becoming. That isn't natural. That isn't. And I guess in another way of looking at it, in terms of goals and dreams, and as you're progressing, as you're moving through, keep track of it. Keep track of your growth, you know, however long you may need to, every week, every month, to see how far you've came. Because that's honestly just showing that you're growing and improving and becoming more. Because in a way, it's giving a reference. It's giving a reference to show you how far you've come along this whole journey, this whole place you are going. And you're going to continue going. And in my own life, it's like, I always like looking back, seeing how far I've came upon different things, whether it's soccer, reading, videos, you know, and just overall just openness and mindset too. Because I'm not the same person I was a year ago. I don't think the same. I don't act the same. In a way, of the things I do on a day-to-day basis aren't the same. A year ago, I was probably just on my phone, just doing whatever. Now it's like I'm doing things for a reason and intention. And that's not to say there's times where I don't just relax or even just use my phone for whatever reason, just to have some fun, I guess. But it's like, it's all for a reason. It's all for a reason, just to let my mind just kind of be at ease. And the thing is, it's like, you have to think slow enough in order to see what it is. Think slow enough in order to, I guess, quickly solve the problems. Because if you're thinking so fast, it's like so many different thoughts are running around your mind, and you're not able to even get a proper answer. Whether you just slow down a bit, see the problem, and try and find a solution, however long it may take. Because it's like you're not even wasting extra energy. You're not wasting extra energy just running around in different loops. And how does this all tie in? It ties in because it's like, whether you believe it or not, you know, it's a belief that you are smart. But in reality, it's like you are. You know, you are. And even so, you have to believe that for yourself. You have to believe that for yourself. And if you believe what others tell you, you know, let me tell you, you are smart. You are creative. You are amazing. And just know it's all for your best interest, you know. It's all for your best interest. And I just want to leave it off there, honestly. This was just on my mind, just ready to go, ready to talk about it, because it's just something that I thought about, that people are always holding themselves back, you know? People are always holding themselves back. And any way I can show that it's like you can grow and improve and just show your full potential, I want that to happen. I want that to happen as one of my things that motivates me is just helping people, especially in a world where I see so many people in pain, hurt. So if there's any way I can help someone just see the light at the end of the road, or even help them see it for themselves, because they're the ones who ultimately decide. You're the ones who ultimately decide, you know, what to do for yourself. And that's what it is. That's what means a lot to me. So with that being said, I just want to leave it off here. It was just like a late night talk. I just got off of work. It's about 10:30, I'm assuming. So it's not too late, but it's still kind of late. And even so, just now, I just want to relax, just chill with you. Just sit here and just talk. Just talk. So I don't want to drag it out too long. I just wanted a moment of silence. Just a moment of silence. And with that being said, you know, love you forever and always. Dreamers turning dreams into reality. See ya.